Hi fellow book enthusiasts. Today I'm doing a review and I only have 7 minutes to get this done because only 7 minutes left on the camera. But if you ever wonder why my videos are so edited, it's because they're too long and I could talk for hours and hours and hours about a book or series, so I'm going to get this one done fast. I just finished this series like yesterday or the day before. It's called The Disillusionists, and there are only 2 books so far because it's a trilogy, and the third one isn't out until December, so I have to wait till December for the next one. Okay, so the whole premise of the series is completely unique and original. It's about a group of people who have some type of mental health disorder, be that hypochondria, aggression, depression. Like one person is obsessed with the global situations in the world, like war, and another person, a gambler, an alcoholic, basically all different types of kind of things like that. And our main character, the hypochondriac, and the author redid her research into medical conditions because it's fascinating to read from this person's point of view, Justine. Like to read how it is being a hypochondriac. Like her condition is really severe, and basically these people, they meet this guy called Packard, and his ability is able to see the psychological feelings of someone, and he has the ability to take their neuroses into himself, which doesn't harm him, and basically their kind of mental health disorder is gone, and then they're able to do that to other people, so they can put their kind of obsessions into someone else, and then that person becomes a hypochondriac, and the more they do it, the worse they get. But they only do it to bad people, so like murderers and rapists and like other con artists and people like that. And their aim is that they'll disillusion them, so they'll break the person down until they've nothing left, and then the person will be able to change their ways and become a good person. That's basically it. They're like a psychological hit squad with their neuroses being their weapon, or they say in the book that they're like reverse emotional vampires. So that's really original, I think. Anyway, like this whole thing. And if that sounded confusing to you, don't worry, they explain it well in the book. So Justine is brought into this world where she becomes a disillusionist, and this world, it's like nothing is straight. Justine is always like thinking, is this right? Should I be doing this to people? And then like, oh, but they're bad people, they need to be disillusioned. So nothing is black and white, it's completely grey, and Justine has to struggle with that for like the 2 books I read. And sometimes it does get annoying with her moral dilemmas because she just has them all the time. But except for that, it's pretty good. Like the group of disillusionists, there's a good few of them there, and really good bunch of people, and I like all the different type of relationships, and there's a good romance and kind of a forbidden romance in it, and it's definitely worth the read. I think they're just so it's just the story is so good, and I can't put my finger on why I kind of like fell in love with the first book, because it's not like every chapter is so like action filled. It moves along at a nice enough pace, and I think it's just the gradual development of the main character, Justine, and the development of the relationships and how she gets on in this world, and her her acceptance of her hypochondria, or that she doesn't accept it, and how she feels when the hypochondria is gone and when it comes back. And it's just kind of it's very like emotional and character driven as well. But the story itself then is great too. There's an exciting story in each book. And the second one is also brilliant. I don't know which one I prefer. I think I prefer the first one. I do think, even though this is a trilogy and the third one isn't out until December, I didn't feel like these books are trilogy type books at all. I really feel that they could go on for like way longer than 3 books. I don't know why the author's only doing 3. Like they could go on for ages. What else is there? So yeah, there's interesting plot and there's good twists, and I'm just really looking forward to the next one. So unfortunately I have to wait until December, but I definitely recommend them, so please check them out. Oh sorry, I forgot to say who they're by. They're by Carolyn Crane. The Disillusionists by Carolyn Crane. Or I think people as well call them the Justine Jones kind of series. Okay, so now I'm going to do kind of more spoilery review. So if you don't want any spoilers, please switch off now. So when I said there was good twists, I mean the whole when you find out Packard is imprisoned in this restaurant for 8 years, that was a big kind of whoa. And I was worried that he'd be trapped in there for like at least more than one book. I was really happy he got out of there at the end of the first book. I love Packard and Justine together. They're really they're like I always look forward to their scenes together, and the development of their relationship. Like when other people found out that he actually joked around with Justine, they were all shocked because like he really kind of like he warmed up when he was around her. I know every couple needs an obstacle, and obviously they didn't get together straight away, and Justine kind of fought that for a while, which kind of got a little bit annoying. She kept fighting not only Packard's feelings, but like Packard's kind of psychological analysis of her. She kept denying it all, and I really hoped that like she just get her act together and get with him. And then finally she did at the end of the second book, and it was so sweet and romantic and passionate, and them getting together was just amazing. And Packard was even crying, he was so happy, so you could really feel how happy these two were. And yeah, it was a really really good scene. So yes, they give them an obstacle, and so like a revisionist Sophia comes in and erases Justine's memory of the day, and you know, her loving reunion with Packard. And not only that, but she makes her think Packard is the one who shot Avery when really it was Otto. And it's so tragic then, like that when Packard comes back and she's like, get away, and how could you, and she's engaged to Otto, and I was like, no, because it was so dissatisfying and frustrating, especially since I have to wait so long for the next one. So like yeah, I suppose it was an like, exciting twist, but basically the author Carolyn Crane just made fans very angry. So I'm not sure if I would have done that, but I suppose, you know, and that adds a bit more of intrigue, and their reunion in the next book I suppose would be like that little bit more satisfying. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to the next one. When Justine first kind of got with Otto and like started kissing him, and then she ended up sleeping with him, I was really like, oh, like this is like a forbidden romance. I was like, oh my god, imagine what Packard's gonna think now when he finds out this, because like basically she's sleeping with his like arch enemy, and he's like crazy about her. So like it was really kind of like exciting. You're on tenterhooks really, and then like when he does find out, you're like, you just feel so sorry for him. And yeah, I didn't think she was going to get with Otto like as a like properly as a couple, and like I'm kind of glad anyway she decided she wanted to be with Packard, but Otto had to go ruin it, or really the author had to go ruin it. As I said, I like all the characters, and I was surprised by Simon's and Justine's kind of growing relationship, because he seemed quite antagonistic and everything, but when he found out like, you know, those sleepwalkers came and tried to like, eat her, he seemed pretty worried about her. And character, he seems really nice and loyal to Packard. And yeah, so overall I really enjoy these two books, and look forward to the third one. So I think that's about it I have to say on the series. As usual, on overtime, but we'll see how I edit it. And if you have any recommendations, let me know, or any opinions on this series, Disillusionists, let me know. And thanks very much for watching. Happy reading.